MICD notes that even with the repeal of the
About 30 senior media practitioners from the print, broadcast and online media drawn from across Freetown recently converged in a capacity-building workshop on safety of journalists in Sierra Leone. The training is organized by the Media Reform Coordinating Group together with the Media Foundation for West Africa in Freetown. The chairman for the Media Reform Coordinating Group, Dr. Francis Soa, explains the need for such a training on the safety of journalists, especially at a time like this, when the media has accepted the good news about the repeal of the criminal libel law, which has been viewed by many to be a new dawn in the Sierra Leone media landscape.
This training is aimed at equipping journalists with requisite skills on how to protect themselves in the line of duty, such as covering events and reportage. An important step to protecting the safety of journalists is when journalists themselves become conscious of potentially dangerous situations and how they can protect themselves at all times in line of duty. This workshop is part of the means to improve the safety of journalists' situation in Sierra Leone.
The media plays an essential role in strengthening democracy across the world. One of the drivers for this is a free but responsible press, and one that has a safe environment for journalists to practice their profession fairly and without fear for their personal safety. Omar Fofana is a senior journalist and happens to be the facilitator of this all-important training. He takes time to further explain how important safety is for journalists in the line of duty.
No story, I keep telling journalists, is worth your safety, let alone your life. Ensure that you remain safe in any story that you're doing. The nature of what we do is such that we step on toes. So if you're investigating somebody, for example, for some criminal activity, they or their supporters will come after you. If you're investigating a politician for some wrongdoing, corruption, or other malfeasance, chances are that they or their supporters will come against you. So basically what I tell them is make sure that you watch your surrounding. Make sure that you don't become as if you are superhuman. So I can go, if it's a protest, I can go there, nothing will happen to me, it becomes a riot, you stay around and think nothing will happen to you. Always watch your surrounding, always beat a hasty retreat. Leave if the situation deteriorates, or be in a place where you can cover the story for without putting yourself in harm's way.
Well, this is an incredible opportunity for most of us as journalists to properly understand the security implications regarding most of the decisions we make every day in terms of how we report, the environment in which we report in, and how to even gather news and how we process it. It has given us a lot of insight into what to do, what not to do, the things we should carry along, and how to properly assess situations, especially when we are going out to cover big or probably controversial events.
But what are the aimed goals after journalists have received this training?
I hope that the journalists who are here for this training will go back to their newsrooms and try to share knowledge, share experience with their colleagues. The elections are coming in 2023, we'll see a lot of protest actions, we'll see a lot of violence. So they have to be sure that when they're covering these events, they are very careful. Besides, crime rate seems to be on the soar. So if you're investigating criminal gangs, tendencies that will come back, to hit you, make sure that you are always protected.
It is hoped that after the training, you will in turn train your colleagues at the various media houses.
For Black TV Online Daily Salon Issues, I am Aisha Kamara reporting.